everybody, it's Candace and
Carl.
and
It's a surprise.
It's a surprise.
I forgot to put up something saying that we were going to go Facebook Live, so those hardcores that are watching this stuff, you got us on time. The rest are going to have to watch it later.
Yep. So, surprise.
And she feels better this week.
Yes, thank you. Thank you if you prayed for me. I feel so much better.
Yep.
So, Carl, you were in Seattle last weekend.
Yes.
And I was telling you just yesterday, I was like, I didn't hear from you. I didn't get any email, any phone call, nothing.
No pictures.
No photos,
yeah.
like nothing. But
it was crazy.
Yeah.
It was super busy, super good. Spoke 7 different places while we're out there. And man, just to try to remember it and piecemeal it here. But I can't, to be honest with you. It runs together. But I'll tell you this, the highlights, I'll give you the highlights. One of the big highlights was I was with a group of youth group. Mm-hmm. And one of the the churches there, they had a youth group. And they invited youth from other youth groups to come in. We had a really good group, really good group. And Pastor Tim, I remember that young man, been in there about a little over a year now, but Pastor Tim doing a really good job. I was super impressed by him. And we had a lot of young folks come and real good interaction. I was super pumped by the questions, by the engagement level. I had, before I spoke, I had 2 different people ask me. It was interesting. They both asked me, do you get nervous? And the truth is, yes, I do. Mm-hmm. I mean, I mean that sincerely. I'm nervous every time I speak, especially with youth, because as I told this the couple that asked me, I said, I see this chasm that's growing between the younger generation and the mature generation, and it's getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
And I'm always afraid that one of these days when I get up there and I start speaking, I'm just going to see the look in their eyes. It's like, what is this? And it's just gone. And that's my fear. And so I do. I get up every time with fear and trepidation because of that. And also because, hey, look, when I get up, I might look like I'm flippant or like a little goofy off sort of a thing, and I am, but I'm dead serious, man. I mean, I so strongly want to communicate truth and be scriptural, so I'm always afraid that, that I might be off somewhere. So I'm nervous every time, but I just tell you, it's just one of those things you get up and go.
Yeah.
But huge responses. And I think the thing that really told me that was because the next day, some of the youth asked that night, where are you going to speak tomorrow? Mm-hmm. And so we told them. And the next day, some of those youth actually drove, and it was like about a 40-minute ride.
Wow.
I mean, it wasn't like, let's go down the block and see this guy again. It was like a 40-minute ride that they came and were there again. And the one young man especially, super encouraging. When they opened up for Q&A time, he was the first one hand up. And he's like, when are you coming back? Where are you speaking again?
That's awesome.
Yeah, and that's like humbling. Mm-hmm. It's really humbling because it's that younger generation who we're praying that we can get them fired up, man, so that they can pick the ball up and run with it. Mm-hmm. But, my Sunday morning, I'll tell you this story. Oh man, I was so beat after Sunday morning. Phenomenal church, super sweet people. Calvary Chapel East Side. Does that sound right?
Something like that, yeah.
Calvary Chapel East Side. And they had just had a crazy computer crash. So hooking into their system, usually it's a boom, boom, done, simple thing. And that morning they had a huge issue. So we did everything that we could, and then went to plan B, set up a projector to project, but they had a dual screen thing, big church, so being able to see it on both screens was important. And so thought we had it all fixed, got up to speak, and it wasn't fixed. And so like the first, try and be as accurate as possible, to me between 5 to 10 minutes, it could have been a whole lot less, but boy, it felt like an eternity to me, where it's not working and this, and so it's like, I really had to just say, guys, let me come up and get real honest with you here. To me, when these kind of things happen, and I was real honest, I told them, I said, there's sometimes when Candace is talking with me about a place, and in my heart, in my head, I'm saying, I really don't want to go here. Mm-hmm. Just because there's some things that are just like...
not as easy.
Yeah, it's like it's just not right, It's like, oh man, I don't want to deal with this one. And I'm not trying to be high maintenance or anything like that, but there's just some times where it's like, I'm being pushed. And what we have found over the year, my wife's the one that really brought it to my attention. Is like, Carl, every time you've gone out to one of those things, and then you come back, there's like something really crazy that happens.
Yeah.
And so that Sunday morning was a real challenge. But after the first 5 to 10 minutes, whatever it was, to get it all set up, we just went with the one projector that we had set up, and then they did some bootleg and stuff, and they were able to get some stuff up on the other screen. It wasn't perfect, but the people that came up to me afterwards, I mean, we had really, really good conversations.
That's
And it was a
awesome.
mature generation coming up and saying, man, this is money. This is really good. So
Very cool.
I am, and the guys at the Apologetic Forum, I mean, Hines and Mr. Barry, oh my goodness,
Yeah.
treated me like a king. I was, Mr. Barry and his wife, Miss Gloria, brother, I'd go back there and live tomorrow, man. I was like, they spoiled me rotten, running me all over and everything. So
Good.
it was good. It was great ministry. And I'm looking forward to going back to Seattle. I really am.
Good. Sounds like people are hungry, which is good.
You know, again, the conversations that I was getting, it's just like,
Yeah.
it seems, people get it.
Yeah.
It just seems to get it, that they're seeing that there is this hunger for something solid.
Yeah. So just kind of leading up to other things going on with the ministry, what else is happening with like the Debunked Bus right now? And
The bunk bus is up around Dartmouth.
okay.
I just talked with Billy, and he's getting hopefully a couple different pastors from where he's at up in New Hampshire, and he wants them to come with him to go onto the campus of Dartmouth
Oh, cool.
and engage folks.
Very
So that should be happening within the next 2 days.
Okay.
So the bus is up in, like I said, close to Dartmouth, New Hampshire. It's in New Hampshire.
Yeah.
And they're going to do that. We've got plans end of August. It's going to be in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
And then trying to figure it out right now. We're
Sometime here, right? In Kentucky.
September, we're hoping.
Yeah.
September, we're hoping to bring it down here. But like the week before, a week after that Pittsburgh thing, like
Maybe Grand Rapids?
not Grand Rapids. It's like an hour south of Notre Dame, where
like
Matt's place is.
Elkhart, that area.
Somewhere in that area.
Yeah.
So looking to be there, and then heading over Grand Rapids.
Yeah.
Not sure what the dates are on that, but it's that late August time frame that they're looking to do that. So it's still moving. Billy's
Yeah.
still on the road.
And if you're in those areas, make sure you join our Debunked Bus group page.
Yeah.
You can join
On
that,
Facebook.
and then that stays updated. Dave's really good about keeping it updated, and so you can see, hey, we're in Grand Rapids, we'll go see the Debunked Bus, or
Yeah.
we're in Indiana, let's go
Yeah.
take a trip. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
I know that. Billy's out there doing it. So
Yeah.
pray for Billy. Pray for that whole thing.
Yeah. And if you're on our mailing list too, our email mailing list, you would have gotten today kind of all the latest videos, mic'd up videos that Billy has done with
From New
Eric
York.
from New York City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
So-
one was Washington D.C. too, because the
yeah,
Christian
that was
talking
that
about
whole trip. Yeah.
talking with the guy on politics that's got their organization, they're Christian in Washington D.C. trying
Yeah.
to influence conservative principles, and
Yeah.
he was a Christian, so Eric had a good conversation with him.
Yeah.
So yeah, really neat.
One other thing coming up,
Uh-oh.
which can be super helpful for our ministry,
Okay.
is Amazon.
Oh yeah.
Prime Day, right? Everyone's talking about Prime
Yep.
Day. I've seen
Yep.
so many commercials in the news talking about Prime Day and all these special deals. But did you know if you shop not just Amazon.com, but if you go to smile.amazon.com, you can pick a nonprofit. We're one of them that you can donate. Some of your purchase price goes to our ministry or whichever ministry you choose. But if you choose Reasons for Hope, that really helps us. And so if you're a Amazon shopper, regular shopper, do that, because it's really, I mean, you're spending the money anyway, and they're going to give money to an organization.
And
It's
Bezos
awesome.
is making enough money, brother. I
Yeah.
mean, if he can give $38 billion in a divorce, he can afford to give ministry some money as well. $38 billion.
So, anyway, that really helps us. If
Yes.
you are
Smile.amazon.com, and then it has like a section up there, and we both believe this. Look, if
Yeah.
it's not us, support another ministry
Yeah,
that's
for
on
sure.
there, man, because those little things help. They really do. Those little things add up.
Yeah, and another one, if you have Kroger in your area, which I know a lot of Midwest stores, I think, have Kroger or some kind of Kroger affiliate, they do the same thing. So, like, Reasons for Hope is listed under Kroger. So, when I shop at Kroger constantly, but some of my purchase goes towards Reasons for Hope. So,
And if you're out of state, here's the trick, because I had somebody that was up in Georgia, over in Georgia, and they called up and said, I can't find you. So when you go into the Kroger affiliate program, we'll put a link on below here. We'll put a link down there so that'll take you to that, whatever that thing is called. It's got some name.
yeah, it's like local partnership or something like that.
And that was the key. They went in, if you just run into a snag there, just type in the zip code 41048.
Yeah.
Then Reasons for Hope. But again, if you got, again, another local ministry that's out there, man, just help. I mean, these guys are doing this stuff. It doesn't cost us anything, and boy, it helps the ministries. I guarantee you that.
Yeah. So just some things we want to make you aware of that for sure help.
Yep. Absolutely.
What else? What else is going on?
Juan, man. Juan's in Colombia. He
that's
took
right.
off today. Pray for him. He's in Cali. And I'm probably saying that incorrectly.
Cali. It's Cali, I think.
Something like that. But it's Colombia. And, man, the next Debunked in Spanish is probably next week.
Awesome.
Probably next week. So looking at that. And then the next Debunked in English will probably the
roll out
end of July.
Okay.
End of July, that time frame. So we're still on track for the one a month thing. Praising God for that.
Yeah.
So that's coming up, and
Very, very cool.
I mean, Dave is working like crazy.
Yep.
Bob's like crazy. Pastor Frank is coming home from Romania.
Yes. They're back in the U.S., so they got
Are
back.
they back already?
Yeah, and he just said, I mean, I'm sure he can explain much better, but they want him back. They had a phenomenal time of ministry there, and so
when I was just reading and watching, man, it's like, God is so good.
Yeah.
God is so good to see even the youth that he was able to impact over there. So, and Pastor Frank and April have just amazing hearts. So,
Yeah, he doesn't like to fly on an airplane for a long time. So you know he must really love Jesus because he wants to spread the word. So,
Yep.
there was something else I was going to say and I don't remember. So
I cut you off.
Must not have been important.
Oh, it's important. It's always important. It's always important. So.
Oh, I know what it was. You're taking off for the dinosaur dig.
Yes. Hey, last minute people want to join us, you still can. We're meeting next Monday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, next Monday is when we start the thing, Monday through Thursday, doing the dinosaur dig in Glendive, Montana. If you want to contact us, just send an email to info@rforh.com, info@r4h.com, and we can respond right back to you to get you whatever information that you need. But, man, I'm speaking in Bismarck while out there. And
And
couple
for their
places.
celebration, too, for their 10-year anniversary, the Dinosaur and Fossil Museum out there, which is really cool if you're ever even just driving through, which, you know, when you drive through Montana, it's a long drive. So stop there. 10-year anniversary.
Perfect spot. I mean, it's in the middle of nowhere, so, I mean, when you get halfway to nowhere, you got to have a place to stop.
Yes.
But Glendive Dinosaur and Fossil Museum, great people. Robert is a really amazing guy. And pray for our trip leaders. Tommy and Margaret are the guys
Martha. That's right.
Martha, I am so sorry. But they're the ones that usually lead the digging portion for us. We just got the message today Tommy's father passed away, so please pray for Tommy. Hoping that he can be out there with us, but, you know, this is a time that he said, hey, praise, we know he knew the Lord, so praising God for that. But, you know, hey, we're still flesh.
Yeah.
We still hurt when we have loss like that. So please pray for Tommy and Miss Margaret.
Martha. You need to go to sleep.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
All right, we better quit.
Why is this
We
long?
better quit because I think you're done. All right, thanks everybody, and have a happy 4th of July.
Yes.
And adios.
Hey everybody, Carl Kirby here. Thanks so much for watching. If you'd like to see more content like this, check out one of these other videos. Also, make sure you subscribe to our channel and visit our website at rforh.com. Adios.